Hi, my inspired peeps. It's Thursday in Ocala, in not quite the summer, but coming up to summer, and it's already in the 90s here. And today I just want to talk a little bit about heat index, about how hot is it to ride your horse or exercise your horse or exercise yourself in heat and humidity. So there is a chart that I can post, and it's on my Facebook page, Inspired Horsemanship, and it's also on my Instagram page, Inspired Horsemanship. It's also, so if you want to look at it, it will kind of give you a guideline of what you should do in the summer with the heat and humidity. So here right now in Ocala, Florida, on a Thursday, it is 90 degrees. And so you want to add the air temperature plus the relative humidity. So our relative humidity is kind of nice today, so it's 57. And so you add that to the 90 and you get what? 147. So the most effective riding is under 30 when you add those two together. And the horse is more able to cool down. And it's easier on their breathing, it's easier on their heart rate, especially if you plan on doing heavy exercise with them. My horses right now would be in the 131 to 150 range, which is a decreased horse cooling efficiency. And so right now, if I was to ride, I might look later on in the day, probably around 7 o'clock, because right now in Florida, our lights, it stays light till about 8:45. It's so fantastic. So I would look then at what the ambient air temperature is there, and then add the relative humidity. So when it starts getting dangerous is when we have a heat index, and that it starts getting up to 105. So that's kind of what we're looking at, is looking at adding those two together. But when it gets to be a heat index of 105, I can't even be outside. I'm having a hard time right now with my own breathing. I don't have asthma, but when I go out into humidity plus the heat, I think it's like a heat index of 103 right now. So when, so that's really hard on me. So I don't even want to be exercising right now. It's what, about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Eastern Standard Time, if you're wondering, on a Thursday, because Thursdays are fantastic. So let's just keep in mind how important it is in the summer months to know your exercise or riding your horse, what your heat index is. So remember to add the ambient air temperature plus you're gonna do the relative humidity, put those together, and there's a scale that you can look at. It's above 180, so when you add those two together, it could be fatal. So just know that it's my handy dandy inspired tip of Thursday of the day. Be blessed. Don't do too much if it's too hot. Wait till it's cooler out. If your mornings are cooler, without the humidity here in Florida, it's very humid out. So blessings to you. Have fun with your horses. Love you.